Good morning, Mangwanani. Good afternoon, Maskati, Salbonani, Linjani, all symbols, wherever you are. Today, I'm going to show you a few things about mining, safety in mining. The first thing that you need to think of when going underground, that's below the ground, is to wear protective equipment. You need protective equipment to protect your own body before you go underground. And the first one is you need to protect your head. The second thing is you need to wear overalls over your body. And you need gloves for your hands. You also need some boots, special boots for underground. Gum boots, we used to call them gum boots, and they still call them gum boots. Here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items that you need to wear when going underground, because you need to protect your whole body. The underground atmosphere such that you can be scratched by the bare rock, you can step in water, you can walk around muddy areas, you can knock your head against the hard rock. So you need to have a hard hat, overalls to protect your body, gloves to protect your hands, high boots to protect your legs and feet, safety chain. That is a special chain designed for use where there is danger of falling from a height. When people working underground, they work on edges of some pits where the ground which they break goes into, and men normally are susceptible to fall into the hole. So to protect themselves, they have to wear safety chains anchored onto a supported area, brace or pin against the side wall or somewhere on the floor, so that when they fall, the safety chain will still hold them. It is a chain attached to a belt that you wear. Long back, there used to be just a chain, but it just so happened that people were head around the waist. Just imagine when you get pulled with a bad chain, it heads around your waist. The belt is a bit more comfortable. It has got a special attachment to a chain. So if you fall, the chain will hold and you can be pulled back up to safety. You might also need goggles, but with all these items, you need light. So you need a cap lamp which you attach to your head so that you can see underground, because it's pitch dark down there. So you need what we call a cap lamp. So before you go underground, you need to consider having all these items there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are the list that you need to have. So if you make a list of these to go underground, at least you are in a safer position to protect yourself But there is still more danger because you need to breathe. Atmospheric pressure from surface, when you dig a hole, it will force itself down the hole, but it has got a limit. It cannot penetrate all the areas underground. So artificial means have to be devised to bring fresh air underground so that people can breathe. That is what we call ventilation. So for people to breathe underground, you need ventilation. Otherwise, you're going to suffocate from carbon dioxide. You bring all the carbon dioxide that is available because all the oxygen will be used up. Because when you breathe in oxygen, you breathe out carbon dioxide. So the liquid that you might have in a certain area will diminish or decrease as you advance towards a far away working place or working phase. So that is one area that we need to cover. It's quite a subject on safety. Safety is the most important thing that we need to discuss first before going underground. So most mines have a safety department, and their task is to induct people before they go underground. You go to a training center where you are told how to behave and how to act in certain situations underground, how you go underground, how you work, so that when you go underground, you are prepared, you know what to expect and what to do to remain safe. A long time back, it was common in mining compounds or mining environment for people to talk about not preparing any food for those who have gone underground. All women, wives of men working underground, would not prepare food for their husbands when they go underground. The idea was that they would cook the food and there won't be anybody to eat it should anything happen down there, which was quite a very dangerous, superstitious belief, but it used to happen because people were not working safely and many people were dying. But the safety aspect was now broadened for people to understand that they need to wear safety protective equipment before they go underground and act safely to protect themselves at work, and be sure that they go to work and come back home. So I think people will just cook food because they expect the father to come back home. It's always the father in most cases in mines, although some females have now joined in occupations like geology. It used to be a men environment during my time, but later on women became part of it. There are women now working in the mining fields, and they should be no exception to them. They also need to wear this. Is one area to cover before you go underground. So in the next video, we're going to discuss what is required before you go underground, when you are wearing all this safety PPE, you will need to know what you are going to do to go underground. The best way to go in and out of underground. So that will be the next video. I hope you enjoyed this and you've learned something from it. But as time goes, maybe I'll improve my videos if I happen to get the actual items for people to see. But I'll try and get some pictures of the items I'm talking about here, like the hard hat, cap lamp, gumboots, gloves. Gumboots in the UK, they're called wellies. Those are the gumboots that we use going underground. But those used underground are specially designed to make sure that they can be used in very extreme conditions, very dirty and rough conditions underground, walking over rocks, broken rocks, and so on. Because when you mine, you break rock, you have to move that rock. So you have to handle the rocks. So you cannot go by hands, you can't do it by hands and walk on it barefoot. You cannot use some of the equipment that I've seen some of the artisanal miners using going underground. I'm actually making these videos particularly for those artisanal miners because they are not aware of what they need to do or where when going underground. And this should teach them how to protect themselves before they go underground. So if you are an artisanal miner, this should be helpful. And I'm also going to put an ebook or ebooks concerning these issues so that you can actually read them, you can obtain them online and read about it so that you know what safety procedures is required to protect yourself. If you have missed anything, I'll come up with anything, but for the meantime, I'm saying that you need to have all that is PPE. It is called PPE. PPE is a personal protective equipment. All we have talked about today is PPE. P for protective, P for personal, E for equipment, so PPE is personal protective equipment. It doesn't matter whether you say protective personal or personal protective equipment. It's still the same thing. So that is that. So ndizvo zvatatidzidze nhasi mazimba apa artisanal miner aya ari kuenda mugodhi aya vanofanira kuziva kuti vanofanira kupfeka PPE, protective equipment. Ukaenda kutanga kwevhidhiyo iyi uchaona zvanonyora zvese zvinodiwa, hard hat, cap lamp, gloves, overalls, safety belt, gumboots, all the items that you need to go underground and use to protect yourself, to usakuware mugodi kana kuti zvinorerutsa mashandiro amunoita kuti usazokuwara. Unogona kukuwara zvako with that, asi zvinoedza kukudzivirira. Let's say dombo kana uchifamba mumugodi, musoro unogona kurovera kana pamadziro. This is hard rock musoro. Anyway, musoro unofanira kuprotect. Saka kana upfeka hard hat inenge yakatsigira ichidzivirira musoro. Ikanda liyabe liverwe i-hard hat. So umuntu nxa esemgodini kumele agqoke i-hard hat. Le PPE esikhulume ngayo la, ama-overalls, ama-gloves, ama-gumboots, i-safety belt. Sizakhuluma-ke ukuthi khona ezinye zezinto lezi njengama-safety belt kusetshenziswa nxa sokunjani. Tichataura nezvokuti i-safety belt inoshandiswa zvaita sei but panzvimbo yakadii. So kwanhasi tomirira pano. So the next video tichataurazve nezvekuti kana takuzopinda mugodi taanazvo zvese zvii zvatotarisira kuita kuti mupinde mugodi muchiziva kuti munosvika mushanda zvakanaka, mubuda zvakanaka, udzokera kumba. Chikuru kuenda kubasa, udzokera kumba wapedza basa. Thank you for watching. Kana muchinge mafarira video, mungodzvanya subscribe, then muita kabhera kaya kuti musazodarikwa nemamwe mavideo. If you like the video, subscribe and like. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos.